Good morning, Merton Road. This is Mrs. Vicaretti. It's Sunday, April 26th, and I'm just hopping on here just to say hi. I know we've been kind of sitting home for quite a while now, and we haven't really seen each other, and we've been kind of stuck in the house for a little bit. It's been very rainy outside. So I hope you guys enjoyed your weather yesterday where it was nice and warm, and I hope you guys got to get outside and ride your bikes and play and enjoy the warm weather, because I think it's going to be a rainy week. So with that, I wanted to hop on here and I wanted to talk to you boys and girls about our brains. And sometimes our brains are a situation, it's a muscle in our body, that's up here in our head that does a lot of thinking. And we put our brains in, it does a lot of work all throughout our day, and it kind of processes and thinks about all the things that happens throughout our days on what we read and what we see and what we feel, and all those things go and send messages to our brain, right? And then each one of us decide to take that information throughout our day, and we decide on what we're going to do with it. And our brain is something that's really, really cool, and it's really part of science, where it's a huge muscle that's in our body. And sometimes though, that muscle, it depends on how much you exercise it, just like how you exercise your body. If you keep exercising your arms and your muscles will get bigger. That's the same thing as your brain. And a lot of people think that your brain is, if you have talents or if you have intelligence and smarts, and you have a special skill, that a lot of people think that you're born with that, and it is what it is. But that is not true. So our brain, we have two different sides. There's a fixed mindset, or there is a growth mindset. And I want to give you an example of what that means. And it all depends on the way that you think on a situation that's in front of you. And a lot of times, and I'm just as guilty as this, is that when a lot of things happen and a lot of things become hard and stressful, and sometimes things don't really go the way that I plan on them in my head, I can start to think really bad thoughts. Sometimes I think negative, like I'm not good enough, this is never going to work out, and I have these thoughts, and then sometimes that leads into a really grouchy mood, and sometimes it's really, really difficult to get out of that mood. So sometimes you need to think of an idea, okay? So I don't know if you're like my kids, but my kids are starting to get into bubblegum, and I think that that's a great way to tell you that about our brain, okay? So here I have a piece of bubblegum, okay? And I want you to take a minute, and this is some watermelon flavored bubblegum. And I don't know if you've ever chewed gum before, or you could take Play-Doh, or you could take, don't eat Play-Doh, but any type of that. But it's very, what can you say about gum? How can you describe it? What is it, okay? What can gum do, okay? And can you stretch it? You could stretch it, you could curl it, you could show on how flexible the gum could be, okay? So that is very, very, very bendy. And you can move it and curl it and smush it back into a ball, and you can make it go longer. You could do a whole bunch of things with gum, okay? And I want you to imagine that this piece of gum is your brain, okay? Can your brain stretch? Can it curl? Can it be flexible? Can it be in little shapes? Can you think about it? Can you do all that? I want you to think about that as being your brain. Okay, I'm going to put that aside. Now what I'm going to show you too is I'm also going to tell you, what if this was your brain? Okay, this right here is a brick, or it's actually my kids' Legos. Okay, think about a Lego or a brick. Okay, what is it? Okay, what can you do with it? Can you stretch it? Can't really stretch it. Can it curl? Okay, it won't curl, it can't bend. It is what it is. Okay, if it's going to be a square, round, thick, hard brick, it's going to stay that way, okay? But if you're a piece of gum, you can move it, stretch it, curl it, bend it, squish it. You can do it. It's very flexible, okay? So when you think about a situation that happens with you, I want you to have this conversation, and I want you to think, am I going to go into this situation with a bubblegum brain, or am I going to go in this situation with a brick brain, okay, or a Lego brain, okay? And these situations are what I want you to think about every time you come and it comes to a difficult decision, or a difficult task, or maybe it's a really hard reading assignment or math assignment, because I know it's really tricky teaching at home and learning at home, but we're all here for you. So I want you to think, is this a bubblegum activity, Can I be flexible? Can I figure out a way to curl it and stretch it and believe it and ask questions to learn and understand it? Or am I a brick brain where, you know what, this math problem is so hard, I'm never going to get it and I'm never going to do it, and it is what it is? Which brain is going to be you in each situation? Okay? So with that, I want to show you this picture real quick. If I can find it. Okay, so real quick. Okay, can you see that? I'm sorry, I'm trying to use two different forms of technology. Okay, the more a brain learns, the better it works, and the more it grows. Is this brain turning to learn new things? Are you a brick brain, which is a fixed mindset, or are you a bubblegum brain? Okay, or are you a bubblegum brain? Okay. Okay, the bubblegum brain believes that they can get better and smarter than desire hard work and persistence. Okay, so I want you to think of that. What kind of brain are you? So I want to practice that. All right, so sometimes when we're in a tough situation, we can have some negative thoughts. And I want to try to practice. And the way that you practice these positive thoughts is by exercising that brain. So your brain can become the bubblegum brain, okay? You want to be able to stretch your ideas and think about it and kind of change what could be a very fixed block mindset into a very positive mindset, okay? So a lot of times we have negative self-thought, okay? These are your self-talks. Just so imagine that these guys are sitting on your shoulder here, okay? And you have a negative guy, a negative self-talk, which would be your fixed brain. Or you can have your positive self-talk, which is your happy guy, and this could be your bubblegum brain, okay? So let's get on here together, all right? So we got our fixed, and we got our bubblegum, okay? So here we go. We have our fixed brain. This is our Lego guy, okay? This is our bubblegum brain, our positive guy, okay? Is every situation going to be positive? No, okay? And that's just not reality, okay? You need to make mistakes, and you need to learn from those mistakes in order for your brain to grow like the muscle. Practice how to fix those mistakes and become that bubblegum brain. All right, you need to make mistakes. There's lots of celebrities, lots of athletes out there that made a lot of mistakes, and they didn't always have a great day. But you know what? They learned from it. They didn't stop practicing. They didn't stop getting up every day and stop practicing what they love. What they did do is they got up, they tried again, and they tried again. And even though they couldn't do it yet, they kept on working at it, and they got better. And they went into that hard task with a bubblegum brain. Okay, so for example here, okay, number one, my negative brain is saying, you're not smart enough to solve this problem. Okay, so number one, you are not smart enough to solve this problem. Okay, so how can we correct that? How can we make this fixed Lego mindset thought, and how can we make it into a bubblegum thought? You're not smart enough to solve this problem. I would like you to say, you're not strong enough to solve this problem yet, okay? If you say the word yet, that means you're not giving up on it. That means you're going to keep trying and keep asking questions and keep going at it until you do understand it. Because again, your brain is like a bubblegum. It's going to grow and grow and grow. It's a muscle, okay? The more you practice, the more stronger you get, okay? So what can we say instead? So you're not smart enough to solve this problem. What we could say is, I'm going to keep trying. Okay? I am going to keep trying. Okay? Number two. What else we got? I'm just not good at reading. Okay? Everybody starts off very, very slow at reading. Everybody. Reading can be very, very tricky. But you know what? The more you read, the more you practice, the better you get, okay? So I'm just not good at reading yet. But what we could say is, I'm going to practice reading more. Okay? I'm going to keep on practicing. I'm going to keep practicing more. And again, this doesn't have to be word for word. You can put this in your own words. Just ideas on how to switch your thoughts, okay? I'm not good at reading yet. Okay? Number 3, I'll never finish this assignment. I'm such a slow worker. Okay? I'm never going to finish the assignment. I'm such a slow worker. Number 3, you can always say, you know what? I'm going to keep working as hard as I can until this assignment is done. Okay? Nobody's telling you how much time you have. You can get the work done. If you got to do bits by bits, that's fine too, as long as you get the work done. Okay? So, I never finished this assignment. I'm such a slow worker. I'll finish it soon. Okay? I'll finish it soon. Something as simple as that. I'll finish it soon. And I'm sorry, my numbers are kind of off. My handwriting's a little big. Okay? Number 4. I've never done that before. I'm too scared. Okay? Sometimes you're scared. Scariness is kind of driven by things that you don't know. Okay? That's called fear. It's called anxiety. It's scary. Okay? So sometimes you need to ask questions in order to understand what that looks like. What are you going to do that? What's it going to look like? Okay? So I've never done that before. I'm too scared. Well, ask questions. Okay? If you are going to a new house, where is it? What does it look like? Who will be there? You know, get an idea of what that is going to be. Maybe look at some pictures. All those things can help that scary thought. Okay? Feed your brain. Okay, so I've never done that before. I'm too scared. How about your positive thought, your Bubblegum brain? I would like to learn more. Okay, I would like to learn more. Okay, number 5. They won't want to be my friend, so I'm not even going to try to talk to them. Okay? They won't even want to be my friend. I'm not trying to talk to them. Okay? Meeting new people is kind of scary, right? We all been there. We all been to a new school or new grade, new teachers, new classmates, new everything. This is all new to us, sitting at home, talking to your teachers through a computer. That's all new. And it could be kind of scary. However, what we want to do is, you know what? Don't shut it out. Don't close the door. Don't be a Lego, okay? So what they say is they don't want to be my friend, so I'm not even going to try to talk to them, okay? When I feel up for it, or when I feel the courage, I'll wave hi, okay? You could say something like that, or you don't need to talk to them right away. You could just smile. Just show up, right? Okay? So I'm shy when I feel encouraged. I'll say hi, okay? And that's just an example, okay? So the whole point of this thing is to make sure that when we go into situations, I know a lot of times when we wake up, you're like, and I'm included, I wake up and I'm like, oh, here we are again. We're stuck in our house, same old people, same jobs, same movies, same TVs, same toys, same everything, right? And we kind of can get ourselves into like a fixed mindset. Okay, we can be our brick brain. But what I want you to really think about it is being, how can I be a bubblegum brain? How can I make sure that I am thinking about this and I'm being flexible? And every time you have that negative thought, I want you to put the word yet at the end of it. I'm never going to be good at this yet. Okay, I can't understand this math problem yet. Okay, we're never going to get out of our house yet. Okay, these are things that are all in progress. And sometimes having that positive guy, okay, this guy right here, is going to help us get through all of this tough time, okay? So I'm going to post this on my webpage, okay, where you can find this on Lackawanna website, okay? Go on to Lackawanna, go to the left corner, go to Martin Road Elementary, and then as soon as you go there, they're in the middle of the bar is going to be teachers. Click on that and click on counselor and go to Mrs. Vicaretti's page. That will be found here. I also, will be doing this on all of the YouTube channels, okay? And if you ever need to reach me, you can certainly email me. And I also am on Microsoft Teams, so you can go ahead and open a chat. It's a private chat that you and I can have, or you can have a chat with some of your friends and your teachers in there. Some of them I'm on with Miss Ross and Miss Thompson, okay? So there's many ways for you to reach me. So if you need anything, you know how to get a hold of me. If not, ask your teachers, and your teachers can get a hold of me or Mr. Hahn, and I will talk to you soon. Have a good night.